Hello friends and welcome to the 10th day of Licksmas. Today I'm going to be talking about just kind of getting in and out of licks in a way that I really like doing. And what I'm going to talk about today is not necessarily a lick, it's more of a way of life. And how I understand it, you've heard a lot of banjo players play like this, especially if you listen to my stuff, but this kind of thing, so that kind of stuff. And the way I understand that is rhythmically. So when I want to talk about what we're talking about today is I basically want to talk about fundamentally fours and sixes. And when I say fours and sixes, I mean rhythmic fours and rhythmic sixes. This guy, I consider that a four. I consider it a four because it's a four-note rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other one I want to talk about is sixes, which is a six-note. Hear that double three? That's the unit. So the stuff I basically want to talk about today is like, say those licks we did last time. I want to get into it with like that kind of thing. So slip and slide around the neck. That's the kind of stuff I want to talk about today. So that being said, let's take a look at the tab and go over what I want to show you. Okay, so these are two examples of fours. This one's an alternate middle roll. This one's an alternate index roll. The alternate index is just hipper, but you can do the alternate middle just the same. Whoops. So the alternate middle, I've seen Bale do it. So he's actually going just like two thumb, two thumb, two thumb, two thumb. But the idea is the same. You're getting that emphasis on the downbeat of the first string. We'll talk about the left hand in just a second. This is the other one that's super important. The alternate index rolls where the index finger is played every other time. It shifts right here, so it's kind of confusing. But you see down here where we have the example, the shifting happens on the open fifth string right there. So it's... Yes, okay, so that's that. Here are the sixes, just a middle reverse roll is a really nice one. Just middle reverse for 3. This is the other one. This is a very interesting roll that I heard Bale Fleck do on the Freeborn Man solo. That thing. It's a 6-note kind of index forward backward roll. So it's like 6 notes, starts on the index finger and kind of plays forward backward. It's a curious roll. It's very curious, but I've done it a lot. And the lick that I kind of want to build up to is this thing. It's like that sort of idea. But that's just fleshing out this pattern. That kind of like inchworm thing with that 6-note pattern. But before we get there, I did want to talk about some arpeggios, some chord scale arpeggios, basically. So here's double stops on the first and third string. These are all like your basic alpha, beta, gamma, G minors on the first and third string. And these are going to be good to be able to have cold. Let's see. The other thing is with these guys, I want to couple in this case, I want to couple it with the alternate middle rolls. So that's alternate index. So I want you to get comfortable to moving around with those, and then also the same kind of thing, moving around with the F arpeggios. Again, alpha, beta, gamma, everywhere on the neck. So, and then what I want to talk about is this is an interesting way to build a scale, is to alternate between every chord. So in this case, it's going to be G minor, then F, then G minor, then F, then G minor, then F. And it sounds like a scale, but it's not derived from a scale. It actually is just taking chords and alternating them. So it's just a different way to construct a scale. So that's going to be like... And then you add rolls to it. And you just got to get yourself familiar, in this case, with the G minors and Fs. So then you can start doing things like this. Here's like the first, like the one little motive that I wanted to show you. So that's like something you can do when you're just improvising with this stuff. You do that with sixes. That other six that I have this one tabbed out right here, but this is the kind of stuff that shows up a lot on my Patreon, like this kind of stuff, and a lot in my improvisation. It's just hip. And it just comes down to having that 6-note roll ice cold, you know, down by heart, and then also having those chord inversions ice cold and by heart. Yeah, okay, and then right here I have that little pattern worked out, which is just, I mean, you kind of get it. It's not that demanding, but to couple it with the roll. And then couple that with that lick from day 2 of Licksmas. So... how I actually like to spend my time is like when I'm soloing is I'll play that lick, you know, because me and my friends, you know, when we play kind of fast, you can do one idea for a lot longer. You don't need to switch the ideas so quickly. So I'll like literally play like one roll for almost 8 bars. So like this thing. So that's the kind of thing. That's kind of how I like to improvise with this stuff, and I'll make a whole solo like based on that, or just like the whole A section based around that roll. So, like I said, this isn't exactly a lick, it's more of a way of life. 6s and 4s, and couple that with chord arpeggios up and down the neck. So, that being said, Merry Licksmas to you, friends. I love you, happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next one.